Hi, everyone. I'm Brian, and today I'd like to talk a little bit about how to find grades first in ParentVUE and StudentVUE. They're pretty much the same thing, so I'm going to talk about ParentVUE mostly, and then we'll talk about Canvas shortly after that. So to find your ParentVUE account, you first need to start at the school district's website, and then click on the Families tab from the top. There you have a couple of choices. You can click on the Parents Apps and Resources or straight to ParentVUE if you would prefer. ParentVUE is the one here in the middle, but please note that Canvas is also here from that same apps area, and you'll click the login button. Here you need to use your username and your password that's been given to you by the school district. If you've never accessed this before, you will need to activate your account, which you can do from the bottom here. To do this, you need to sign in with an activation key that the school district has given to you. If you don't have that key, please contact the front office and a secretary there will be able to help you get that. This is what it is going to look like in a standard ParentVUE site. Of course, this page does have a bit of redacted information, but the big point that you want here is going to be the gradebook, which is this section right here. Gradebook is going to list all of your classes that your student is taking, and hopefully your student will not see NA for each of their courses. They should have a grade there at this point in time. You also have access to any missing assignments that your student may have, and through the email button, you can email your student's teacher quite quickly to ask any questions or find out what's been going on in class. When you dive a little bit deeper into this, it will list all of the assignments that your student is doing. And as grades start to populate for each of those, you will see those pop up right here. And we use a 4-point rubric, with 4 being exceeds expectations, 3 being meets expectations, a 2 is almost meets, and a 1 is does not meet. So you'll be looking mostly, hopefully, for 3s and 4s. 2s are okay, but shoot definitely for 3s and 4s for that. Okay, now on to Canvas. Canvas is the learning management system that we use in all of our schools, and each one of your child's classes should be using a separate Canvas classroom for everything. You have access to Canvas as well as a parent and can see most of what your child sees in Canvas. You won't be able to see the responses of other students and discussions or things like that, but you will be able to see what your child has been doing in there. Through the Students tab, you would click on Canvas to get there. You can also look in the apps for students to find lots of information. As a parent and guardian, you would click on the parent and guardian section. However, if your student is with you, they can click on the student section and show you a little bit more detail of what Canvas looks like. You will need to, again, use your parent ID number and password. And again, if you don't have that information, please contact the secretaries at the front office and they can help you out with that. This is what the dashboard for Canvas looks like. All of your child's classes should be listed here. This particular person was taking algebra, geometry and statistics, AVID workshop, and a film class. I don't know what that one is, but that is a 4th class that they are doing. And then your to-do list pops up over here on the side with anything that that student may need to work on coming up in the next couple of days. As you go into one of the classes, the first thing that I want to point out is the grades section that is over here on the side. And that will let you know all of the assignments that have been taking place in class, whether they have been completed or not, and what kind of a score you have received. So for this one, the hobbies assignment is still missing, the personal technology assignment is still missing, and the online reputation assignment is still missing. However, the movie inspiration one has been completed and was completed on time with a score of a 100% out of 4. And then we'll go over what these indicators mean on the side. This first one is any comments that have been made by your student's teacher. Personally, I like to put a comment in there, but not everyone does. You'll only see a comment, or you'll only see this icon if a comment has been created. The second one is just some details about the score. If it's an assignment that has been marked to not count for a final grade because it's practice, that will say there. This is a test student account, so it simply says that grades are not included in a grade statistic. And then the final icon is the rubric. Our school district is pushing for more and more rubrics. And as I said, we go on a 4-point scale. So 4 being exceeds, 1 being does not meet. And then through this longer description, you can find out what standard Alt 01 is and what your child is required to do for that particular standard as they're going through their class. If you'd like to see a little bit more detail about what your student is doing in class, you can go through the module section. This was a class from last year that I was teaching, and in week 1, we talked about quite a few different things. We did a personal technology quiz to see how well we could do this class in CDL. We talked about movie inspirations and we talked about hobbies. The goal for this class was for students to create their own movie, and it was useful for them to be inspired by things that they had seen in the past. Here's what a full assignment looks like. Again, this assignment did not count for a final grade, so it says right there on the top. And it has been submitted already, so you have submission details. Had this assignment not been completed already, there would be a large button over here that says Start Assignment, and that is how the students will get that taken care of. I hope that was helpful. Please let me know if there are any questions. You can contact me here at the school at any time or via email. I am happy to help with anything that may be going on. Thanks.